Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Bragado, Munfu podcast, Money Up, No Funny Up podcast. How dare you try to entertain the funny without the money podcast? Looking for the lighter. We out here. We out here.
I had to reboot real quick.
Nah, I was looking for the lighter, bro. First Munfu I smoked in a while, so it's lit. You heard? Yo, so
I dig it.
I do. All right, so KSI dropped the album yesterday. Is this his debut album, full album? I think it's his first album, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
I know he has a project. I'm not sure, but KSI dropped the project. We know KSI been delivering us singles now for damn near a year, to be honest with you. So yeah, so he dropped this project.
Oh, snap. My headphones are on. I just realized that.
Oh, yeah. So, anyways, he dropped this project yesterday. You know, UK time, US a drop, and we trying to chop it up, see what it's looking like. You know what I mean? See what we think about our likes, dislikes, all that kind of stuff. Get it cracking.
Let me start this off by saying I'm doing a thumbnail right now, so just put that out there. Off tops, I'm gonna get some general statements out the way before I go into like specific track listing and what I feel about each song. The general statement I wanted to make at the beginning is that I think that this project was important simply because I think it helps, and I said this on my final thoughts on the project video. I think it helps make be taken a little bit more YouTube rap, be taken a bit more serious in the mainstream aspect of things, because just like when YouTubers do super wild cringe stuff, it reflects on every YouTuber. Things like this also reflect on it. Because the argument of YouTubers are a bunch of, virgins who rap really fast and don't got no style and can't make music. This helps kill that stereotype. And that's why I think it's important to shine light on projects like that. No matter how I feel about anything else. You know what I mean?
And I do want to add to that, because, this is the thing. The thing about this album, this kind of getting a little bit deeper, but I feel like the features that he had, with an exception of Lil Baby, but I don't even feel like it was him. I feel like all the features took this seriously too. I feel like in a weird way, you don't get that all the time. A lot of times when people get a feature from somebody, they get a half-ass feature. You know what I mean? Because I could think about it like this. I, honest to God, I reacted to the Offset video today. And I was like, oh, no, Offset took this dead serious. That's
literally exactly what I said. That was a good Offset verse, just period.
Facts, where I was like, okay, and that's something that if it was Drake, yeah, you're going to get the Offset verse. But if it's somebody, which obviously KSI is huge, so but KSI's...
It was dope to see how serious they took it, even though he's considered a YouTube rapper.
Yeah,
that's what the thing. It's important that they took it that serious too.
Agreed.
Because, like I said, it helps kill the stigmas that were put in before the YouTubers, and I also think that, like what I said, was it helps curate a new view on YouTube rappers, where it's we've always been able to make music, but the people who've gotten the most light have been kind of the corniest ones. But that doesn't mean that this album was flawless, far from it. But it it was important. That's
Yeah,
what I
and
wanted.
like, see, but what I said, but my flaws and gripes are flaws and gripes of any artist. Like, it's not like a KSI thing, or like, I mean, it is to an extent, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, like you said, like, this is like, I'm taking this seriously. Like, I'm not looking at this in like any skewed form. Like, obviously, well, so what were your thoughts on the album?
I'm still kind of mulling it through my head a bit. Pull up the track list for me because I can't look at it.
I can't. Because my phone's recording and my computer.
Okay, so the first song, What You Been On,
Yep.
I thought it was a super powerful way to start.
And I actually like that song a lot.
The beat was super slamming, and it was a high energy track. So it was a good opener to the project, good statement. And like I said, your opening song in the streaming era is super important because that's the one that people tend to stream the first ones the most.
Correct.
So I thought it was a good, throughout this whole project, I thought one thing that was very A1 throughout it was the production. The beats were very good. I heard a lot of beats in there that I was just like, oh dang, I would have chose this too. This is lit, you know. And it wasn't just UK drill. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't even get a ton of like. It's weird because like even though KSI,
there wasn't even really a lot of that actually.
No, like even though KSI, because I'm gonna be 100 with you, like people, you know, I listen to New York drill a lot, and a lot of people tell me, oh, listen to UK drill, you listen to UK drill. But it's hard for me to listen to UK drill because it's hard for me to understand. Like, I'm just being 100. It's hard for me to understand it sometimes because of the accent. So it kind of turns me off of it. But when KSI raps, like, he has that, but it hits different. I don't know if it's just the way he particularly raps where it's different than the drill side of things, but I can definitely understand. Like, I feel like he articulates himself well for me to, like, it translates well to me is what I'm trying to say.
I think he's used to communicating to a big American audience. Going throughout the track list, that was a good opener. The next song, Cap, Offset made that song for me. You know what I mean? Like, KSI did his thing, but I think really the highlight of that entire song was Offset's verse. And it was maybe because he took it so seriously and he actually went in. I didn't listen to it. I reacted on the album. I listened to it on the video. So
right. Same.
The videos always when I do video reactions, when I watch a video, just like everybody else, it tends to sell the song more. So I don't know if I would have liked it as much if I didn't see the video, but with the video, I really like the song.
I like the song too. I actually thought the hook was really solid. I thought the hook was something that, what I liked about the hook is by the end of the first hook, you knew it.
The only thing that, and I said this in my video too, the only thing that annoyed me about the hook, and it's a grammatical thing, and it's really weird, is the way he said, I can't be friends with no cap. Now, I get it, and this is the nitpick. I get it, like, what he's saying, but wouldn't it be like, I can't be friends with no cap, A-word, N-word, or I can't cap in A-word, with no cap?
I mean...
But I get it, that's what I say.
I feel like he was trying to utilize I feel like even the way he named the song kind of explained that a little bit. Because he named it Cap. So, like, if he would have named it No Cap, where it's like, Cap is like, you know, like No Cap and Cap is like the same, but it's also kind of different in the same. Like, it's like a tense thing, I feel like. I don't know. I get what you're saying, though.
I get what he's saying. He's saying he just, people will be capping fake. But that was just a little gripe. What's the next track? Poppin'. Here we go. I think literally Lil Pump and Smoke Perp. Those are two of the people who phoned in their verses. But I just literally think Lil Pump has been phoning in his career for the last year.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, Yeah, no, I agree with that. There were lackluster verses, but I don't feel like
I feel like every time I hear that verse, it gets exponentially worse.
Yeah, but
Real
I feel
talk.
like that with most of both. I mean, kind of both of they shit. Like I feel like I get that a lot. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, that's what I say. It's not KSI.
yeah, it's not like a
It's not
KSI
like-
thing. Yeah,
Literally, KSI carried that record. I think it was more like their namesake being on it is what made it like a thing. And I think the challenge, like I also said in my thing, it helped a lot of people. It helped me. So it was cool that he did that.
Yeah.
But they were definitely, I kind of low-key feel like even Smoke Perp was like non-existent on that track. Even though he was there, he was just like,
yeah,
there.
I know what you're saying. That's facts.
What'd you think about it?
Poppin', I feel like Poppin' was one of the more weaker songs to me. I was never I like the beat, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't.
Oh, that's what I said. The beats on this whole project were smokers.
Yeah, like, it has its moments. I mean, it's cool, though. Like, I don't want to get fully into it yet, but I feel like. Keep going. What's the next song?
The next song is Houdini. That was the first song. And I think the might be the only song that he had other UK. I might be tripping. That was the first song he had UK artists on, and really dipped into that sound.
Yeah, I like that.
That's the one that had like the "Killing Me Softly."
Yes.
That I love that hook.
Yeah. No, I like Houdini a lot. I Houdini is one of my favorite songs on that album. That song is all around fire. We both already reacted to that. What's the next song?
The next song is Bad Little Vibe. I rocked with that one. With Jeremiah.
Oh, yes.
With Jeremiah, I rocked.
Yo,
with
that one in the feature with the girl, fire.
Hold on. We'll talk about that. We'll go song by song. That song, I was like, okay, that's the little joint.
Yep.
You know, that's the little joint. That's the little vibe. You know, like, I was like, that to me was the most anti-YouTube rap stereotype song I heard on that project. Because it was just so buttery. I was like, ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, it was a wavy song. I think
it was like, it reminded, my bad, but it reminded me of skating rink music. I was like, oh yeah, if I was in middle school.
this is the song you trying to highlight the girls too, you heard? Yeah.
This would be bussin' in middle school.
Right.
But what were you about to say?
People can't sleep on, like, the accomplishments of this album, though. Like,
Thanks.
Dog, Jeremiah, my nigga, do you know how
he got a nice little... Yeah.
Like, what, nigga? You got Jeremiah, Offset, Trippie Redd on the same album. Rick Ross, Lil Baby, like literally the biggest rappers in the world.
Smoke Perp, yeah, no, he got him a little stable on this.
Big facts. What was the next track? I rocked with that one heavy.
How It Feel. Here's my, to me, this was the most throwaway song on the project, and this is why. I feel like it was the placement. I feel like Bad Little Vibe and How It Feel are kind of around the same subject matter, but they're right back and forth. So the one with Jeremiah, to me, is so much more of it that I feel like if they would have put How You Feel later on the project, it would have hit better.
To add to that too, though, I'm not gonna lie. At this point in the album was when I started feeling like KSI's lyrics started getting very redundant. Like he was doing a lot of the, you know, I got this, what do you got? I'm stunting, what are you doing, right? But it got to the point where I was kind of like, all right, my nigga, I know, but like that was the same, you know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't like it was bad in the sense of like in a whole. But like when you're listening to one and all together, like when you're listening to that all together, it starts to be like,
become very redundant.
Holy shit! Because that first song, what was it called?
What You Been On?
that set a tone for me. So then by the middle of the album, when I'm still hearing the same type of stuff that I was happy to be hearing then, I'm kind of like, all right, my nigga. Like, but it wasn't, like I said, I don't think it's a bad song. I just think that altogether it starts getting redundant.
I think it's the most throwawayable song.
I agree. That one and the last one, that Millions.
Bad Little Vibe to me is such a superior version of that song that I'm like, I don't think you even needed that song. But Wake Up Call featuring Trippie Redd. I like that song
too. I like it
a lot. It reminds me of, it's like Bright. I feel like Kyle could have been on that song. You know what I mean?
It's a good Trippie Redd song to have too. Like,
yeah,
from getting a Trippie Redd hook, that's one of those.
Because I even said in my reaction, Trippie is so versatile and so like, on one Trippie Redd album, you don't know what Trippie Redd you're getting on every song. It's a completely, you'll get everywhere from the most to the most lyrical rap within the rap on hip hop beat.
Yeah, he will. I like Trippie Redd a lot. Trippie Redd is definitely an underrated nigga.
It depends what Trippie I'm getting. Since he runs the gambit so much, I either really rock with it or I think it's the most garbage thing I ever heard in my life. There's like no in between with him. But I like that he's always trying new stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But I like that
what
song.
was the next track?
The next jump is that Killer. Hold on, let me go.
That's got the girl on it.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's the one that had like kind of like the Rasta vibe. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's a heat.
That was so by far my favorite song on that project.
Facts.
That song was that chorus.
The moment I heard it, I was like, "Wait, hold up!" I ran it back.
Listen,
like,
the song was cool.
Word.
The song was cool.
Right.
Nigga, that chorus.
That's what I'm telling you. That joint slide. The moment I heard it, I was like, "Yo, run it back."
That shit had it had like, I even said it had Biggie's "Me Hala Respect to Other Conman" them type of vibes to it, and I was like, "Oh,
I like that song. That song was heat. I ain't gonna hold it.
But here's what did you feel about it?
I like that song. I thought KSI's verses were again.
I'm not gonna lie to you, cuz I don't remember nothing KSI said on that song.
I'm telling you, bro. He kept rapping about the same shit. That's why. He started rapping about the same shit so much that I was like, all right, bro. Like, you definitely. It sounded like, okay, this is what it sounded like. It sounded like the album was like he had been working on mad songs for mad long and then picked every one that was like just like another one. You know what I mean? Like, he had like a sound and was like, yo, I'm gonna run with this sound, and then bang, 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 picked every one of the arsenals. But I think it was more just because of his verses were just very like.
You know what I'm gonna say about this project? After that Killer song, I think it took a drastic nosedive.
I agree.
The last three
songs, yeah,
are not good to me. Like, and here's the Down Like That. Take away Down Like That, because Down Like That I like.
No, I like that song. Yeah. That's a good ass
song. Domain, Undefeated in Millions. The weird thing about Undefeated in Millions to me is I feel like because I wasn't listening to KSI for what he was saying, because I don't really look at him like
super.
Like that kind of rapper.
Yeah.
I was more listening to. It sounded like his auto-tune settings got weird on the last two songs. And I'll tell you why specifically, because it sounded like when he started having a low delivery, you could not understand. It was like beyond garbled. It was like, but when he would go high, like in the Million songs, he would have high, you would hear it clearly. But then we go, it would be like, it almost like, maybe be like,
yeah.
Is there something wrong with my ear? Because like the auto-tune settings were weird on those last two songs.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't. Yeah, towards the end of that, Down Like That though, that's a banger. That's outside of that Killer.
Yeah, if you take out Down Like That, I think Domain. If you cut off those last 4 songs, you leave Down Like That, but you cut off Domain and the last 2, it makes that project way better.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I definitely thought it was a solid album outside of those songs.
Like I said, it was an important project.
Yeah.
It was showing that what we can do on the side, and that's why I want to give it light, because it seemed like even when you just the corniest stuff gets the light, because even on both sides, because it's the funny, it's easy to make fun of, and it's also the people who support it are weird. So I think things like this need to be highlighted too. I'm not saying it's the greatest album of all time, far from it.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying it's anywhere near the best album from a YouTuber, but it is the most, I think, cross-platform, cross-fan base one.
Absolutely.
That's going to help people, if not even just the features alone.
Absolutely. No, I agree. 100%. I agree. I don't know, man. I don't know. I definitely agree with you. I definitely think that it had its moments. He has some bangers on there though. He got a couple of songs that I'll probably listen to.
Yeah, that Killer.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that Killer, and I'm also listening to that Down. I've been listening to Down Like That. I think that song
Down Like That is fire.
That hook is fire. But
I'm gonna tell you right now, that first song, Killer, and Down Like That, that's where I know, like, okay, KSI got something.
Right.
You give him some more time, he gonna really do some damage, I feel like.
Yeah, no doubt. I definitely agree, man. I don't know, man. What y'all feel about it, man? How y'all feel about the album? Let us know in the comment section. You feel like it was a hot, a drop? What was it, man? Let us know. What? Oh, I forgot. I just done it out because you didn't say nothing. I don't know what happened. Yo, I ran out of steam. I said the same thing twice. I'm like, wait, what? Yo, Munfu.
Put in the comment section how you feel about the project. If you watch this all the way to the end, put Guten Tag in the comment section.
Word, yo. Bah.